This
we move
conference will
forward.
now be recorded.
We will go into multiple types. Okay, so multiple valued data types, multiple valued data types. So what are the categories that are present? Tell me. The categories that are going to be inside this are what? Sequential. First categories you tell. Sequential category, hmm, binary category, next set category, next map category. So there are four: sequential, next binary, set, map. So first sequential. Okay. So under sequential, what all you have? So under multi-valued, the first one is going to be sequential. So when we talk about sequential, what are the things that are there? We will just discuss. Okay. So first one under multiple valued is what? Sequential category. Sequential category. So under the sequential category, first one you have is str, second one you have is list, third one you have is tuple, and the last one you have is range. Once you understand str, other things will be easy. Okay, right. So first we'll understand str. Okay, if anyone remember what was str, I told you str is nothing but a string. Str is nothing but a string. Okay, first we'll talk about str. str represents it represents a string literal. Represent a string literal. What it represents, sir? It represents a string literal. str represent a string literal. Yes, clear? Okay. Now, quotes. How many types of quotes are there? Four types of quotes. What are they? Single quote, double quote, triple single quotes, triple double quotes. Okay. We'll make it simple for now. So we will go for example where we will say we will use a double quote. We will go for Python program. Okay, so this is string. Now how it is sequential, we will understand. Now whenever you are looking at Python program, so it is a collection of characters. It is a collection of characters, single character, but it is a collection of characters means single character is used multiple times. What is the meaning of this? Single character used multiple times. P is a single character, R is a single character, N is a single character, G is a single character, but all the single characters are collected. So that is why it is also called as a collection. It is also known as a collection. Okay, it represents a string literal. We can also call it as a collection of characters. Collection of characters also you can say collection. Whenever you say collection, it is a group of things. It is a group of things. So now whatever you see in this sequential is a collection. Is a collection. Whatever you see in binary, collection. Whatever you see in dictionary, collection. Whatever you see in set, collection. So all these are collections only. All these are what? Collections. Hope everyone understood my point. Right? Okay. Now why are calling it as sequential or why are keeping this under the sequential, that we need to understand. Each and every character, each and every character has an special memory value. Special memory value called index. Called index. Right? called index. Each and every character has a special memory value called index. In Python, we have two types of index. In Python, we have two types of index. One, positive index and negative index. Positive index and negative. Please listen to this carefully because this is going to help you in every collection. In every collection, at least the sequential. So in sequential, we will talk about this indexing all the time, right? Okay, so that will not be more helpful in set and dictionary, but it is helpful for this sequential, and it is also helpful in NumPy, Pandas. Okay, there also we will look at this, right? So that is why please listen carefully. If you are not understanding at any point, you please tell me. Okay, right. So now, first of all, we will talk about this indexing by looking at this particular thing. Now, how can I keep this? I can say, now what I just told, each and every character has a special memory value. I told you, right? Now, first of all, we will write something like this. P, Y, T, H, O, N. You have a space also. You have a space. P, R, O, G, R, A, and M. Done. So Python program. Now what I told you, each and every character has a special memory value called index. And I told you index are of two types, positive index and negative index. So first we will talk about positive index. Positive index always starts from 0. Positive index always starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Where it started? It started at 0. Where it ended? 13. What is 13, sir, here? 13 is nothing but total length minus 1. So technically where it started? 0. Where it ended? 13 means total length minus 1. Total length minus 1. So total length means how I will get, sir? Len of the string. Len of the string. Let's say this one is something like S1. Let's say this one is S1. So instead of writing that Python program, I am using S1. Len of S1 minus 1. Am I clear?
Yes.
Now what is the length of this string? As the length of this string is 14, it ended at 13. If the length of the string is 20, where it will start? End with 19. If the length of the string is 50, if the length of the string is n, it's as simple as it. Am I clear? So what is positive indexing? You understood now? What is positive indexing? Positive indexing means the type of indexing where it starts from 0 and ends at total length of the string minus 1. Clear or not? Okay. Now, sir, what about negative indexing? So we'll write the notes, don't worry. First we will go for the exam. Because while writing notes, it will be easy for you. Now it will start from minus 14. Sir, what is 14, sir, here? 14 is nothing but len of S1. What is 14? Minus len of S1. Minus. It's negative, no? Right? Now tell me. Minus 14, minus 13, minus 12, minus 11, minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. Where it started? Len of S1. Where it ended? It ended at -1. So what is -1 here? -1 is the end. Yes, it's a simple number line. 0 number line, you remember? 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And it is -1, -2, -3, and so on. Is this clear or not? Okay. Getting my point or not? Okay. Now let us go for one more example. Now let us take a simple small one. Now tell me. Positive indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3. Why it ended at 3? Length. What is length total? 4. 4 minus 1. Okay. Now tell me. Why you are saying -4? It is as simple as that. -4, -3, -2, -1. Understanding? Yes or no? Okay. Now let's go for now tell me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, -6, that is important. -6, -5. Right, sir. Give us easy way, sir. Every time I have to go and calculate what is that. Okay. Now I will say something like HELLO. Now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy way of understanding. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. If you catch nose like this or like this, both are same, no? Yes or no? So previously we caught the nose like this. Now we are catching nose like this. So simple, right? I am trying to make it simple for you. Okay? But for the note's sake, what I can write now? What is positive indexing? What is negative indexing? For the note's sake, what I will write? Positive index will range from ranges from 0 to total length of str minus 1. Total length of str minus 1. Getting my point? Yes or no? Total length of the str minus 1. So what about negative index? Negative index will ranges from tell me, total length is negative, right? So minus total length to what? To minus. Is this crystal clear? Yes or no? Paka. So whenever you are talking about str, it is a sequence. Str is a sequence. So what do you mean by sequence? Sequence is nothing but arrangement of elements using index. Using index. Using index. Index is nothing but a memory. Memory assigned to that particular character. Memory assigned to that particular character. So J, one memory, A, one memory, right? Negative memory also there, positive memory also there. Whatever you want to use, you can use, no problem. Most of the time, people look at positive because no confusion will be there. Clear about sequencing now? Everyone clear about sequencing? Yes? Okay. Now, what is the use of this sequencing and all, sir? What generally people try to do in the projects and all? They will try to access the elements. What they will do? Access the elements. Yes. Okay. Now we will talk about accessing the elements. Accessing the elements in str. Okay. Accessing elements of str. Okay, but before going to this str accessing and all, so I want to give you clear picture. So S1 is equal to Python program. Now Here you are able to count, but in the real time, there may be paragraphs. At that time, will you count? No. What you need to have some function. You have to have some function. So what that function is? That function is nothing but len. What len will tell you? Len will tell you the total length of the str. Total length of the str. Yes or no? Yes. Now you can get the idea of indexing. What is indexing now? 0 to 13 and minus 14 to minus 1. It is as simple as. Now we need to use that. Now we need to use that. So what I need to use now? I need to use that indexing for access. For accessing. Yes. Okay. Now you understood what is len? Now what is len used for? len is used for length. What is the purpose of using that len? I mean, looking at that len. What is the purpose? Purpose to find the index. I mean, to know the index. So if you know the index, you can access the elements. You can access the elements. So how, in how many ways we can access the elements? We'll look at. In Python, we can access one or more elements. One or more elements in the str collection. In the str rather. Okay, str can be called as a collection. That is different. Yes, in Python we can access one or more elements in the str. Okay. Now, first one is single element access. Okay, I'll be asking some questions. Okay, so single element access. So for single element access, what you have to do, you have to give the string name and put the square brackets. Put the square brackets. Okay, put the square brackets. Square brackets only. Right? Str name square brackets, and you have to give the index number. You have to give index number. That's it. Yes. Getting my point or not? So index number. Okay. Now examples. Now let's say, okay, we will go for a smaller one. S1 is equal to, right, Wednesday, right? S1 is equal to Wednesday. Now I want to access this D, S1 of 2. How you can say that? Because always, so this should be in your mind or in paper. When you are doing a program, so that should be in your mind or on a piece of paper. Yes. So on a piece of paper, what you will do? You will do this. Yes or no? WEDNESDA and Y. That's it. So what you'll write? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then what you'll write? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, and minus 9. Is that clear? Yes or no? Now get this D. What you'll say? There are two ways, right? Positive index, negative index. So what I can say? S1 of 2 or S1 of minus 7. That's it. Yes. So S1 of 2 or S1 of minus 7. What it will give you? It will give you, okay. In program I cannot write or and all. So now tell me what it is giving? It is giving character D. Right? So D is in two places actually. Yes or no? D is in two places. But what we wanted the first D. Okay, now if I want the second D, If you want the second D, what I can use? S1 of 6 or S1 of minus 3. That's it. Okay. Now it's time for questions. Get the first element. S1 of 0. Very good. Okay. Or here you know the length. If you don't know the length, like I have to write in that statement only. Finding the length, using that. I don't want to do that. I want to write there only. Exactly. So that is common sense. I told you right in the beginning. I will improve your common sense. Okay. So I'm becoming successful in that, of course. So len of S1 minus 1. Why, sir? I'm able to answer the question because you listen to the basic correctly. That is the magic. Okay. So if you understand the basic, anything you can solve. Anything. So that is what is important. Okay. After going home, you practice. That is also important. And listening and practicing, both of them will do wonders. Yes, both of them you have to do. That's it. Okay, understood now? How to get the first element? Either I can use S1 of 0 or S1 of len of S1 minus 1. Okay, now I will ask you use the negative index. What I can say? Negative index. S1 of, what you'll say? You automate the program. Automating the program in the sense I don't want to use this hard coded. Minus 9. Now I know the length, I can use minus 9. But for everything, I have to get the first value using negative indexing. What you'll do? Minus of len of S1. Sir, can I use it like this? No problem. No one will say anything. It is not a syntax error or a runtime error or a logical error. Because minus len of S1 is giving you what? It is giving you a number. The number will be substituted. The number will be substituted. It is as simple as that. Okay. So now, for example, this one. What happens in the background? S1 of len of S1 means what you will get? You will get 9. 9 minus 1. What is 9 minus 1? S1 of 8. Done. Substitution will happen in the background. You don't have to worry. Right? So now what happened in this case? S1 of minus of len of S1 is what? Len of S1 is what? Len of S1 is what? 9. Minus 9. What is minus 9? What is minus 9? S1 of minus 9 is what? W. Got it? Okay. Last digit, no? Improving your common sense is, am I losing my common sense? Okay. Get the last element. Okay. The topic anta ainaka chepparu. Okay. So getting the last element. Fine. Okay. Now here, getting carried away. Okay. Next, what about this? Okay. Now corrected. Okay. Now corrected. See, logic understanding is important. Maybe I may be wrong here and there, but now is it correct? So S1 of minus len of S1. So what I'm getting now? Hmm. Okay, I'll correct here also. Now what is this? S1 of minus of len of S1. What is len of S1? Minus 9. Did you get the first element? Yes? Okay. Now get the last element. S1 of len of S1 of minus 1. So S1 of len of S1. What is len of S1? Len of S1 is how much? 9. 9 minus 1 how much? S1 of 8. What is S1 of 8? Is that clear? Okay. Then, is there any other way? S1 of minus 1 universal. S1 of minus 1 is universal. Yes or no? First element S1 of 0 universal. S1 of minus 1 for the last element universal. But if you want to get it from here, you have to use the length. You have to use the length. Is that clearly understood? Yes. Okay, I may be mistaken in the beginning, but now I think it's okay. మీలో మీరు మాట్లాడుకోకండి, నాకు చెప్పండి. ఓకే, మీలో మీరు మాట్లాడుకుంటే నాకు అర్థం కాదు. మేబీ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్, నో సమ్టైమ్స్ ఐ విల్ మేక్ మిస్టేక్స్. ఎస్, is this clear now? Now can we access any single element? Any single element? Okay, what about yes? This yes. S1 of, don't use that length and all, ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ లెంత్ అంటే మళ్ళీ మైనస్లు ప్లస్లు, అగైన్ యూ హావ్ టు డూ మాన్యువల్ థింగ్. ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ లాస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఓకే, రైట్, వీ కెన్ గెట్ ఇట్ ఆటోమేటికలీ. బట్ ఆ మధ్యలో ఎలిమెంట్ అదంతా అంత లాజిక్ అవసరం లేదు. ఎస్, ఓకే. సో ఎస్ హౌ కెన్ ఐ గెట్? S1 of 5 or S1 of minus. ఆ లాజిక్ అంతా మనం లూప్స్ అది వచ్చినప్పుడు యూజ్ చేద్దాం. నౌ యూ డోంట్ వరీ. ఓకే, రైట్. సో అప్పుడు అక్కడ ఎట్లుంటాయంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ గెట్ ద సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లాస్ట్, అట్లాంటి లాజిక్స్ అక్కడ వస్తాయి, అక్కడ మనం చూసుకుందాం. నౌ విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఈజీ అండ్ సింపుల్, రైట్? ఓకే, నౌ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్? ఓకే, నౌ if I am asking you something like S1 of 9, S1 of 9, how many are saying none? None will come. Undefined. Okay, which error? Will it be a syntax error or a runtime error or logical error? Runtime error. Why runtime error? Okay, there are, okay, so some people did not listen to that class. I'll tell you about the errors. So we generally face three types of errors: syntax errors, runtime errors, and logical errors. We face three types of errors in program. What are they? Syntax error, runtime error, logical error. When I'm talking about syntax error, when I'm talking about syntax error, what is syntax error? When you don't follow the rules. When you don't follow the rules. Now, for example, if I'm saying S1 of 3, now am I closing it? If I'm not closing it, what I'm not doing? I'm not following the rules. I'm not following the rules. So which kind of error you expect? You expect the syntactical error. You expect the syntactical error. Yes or no? Am I crystal clear? What do you get? Syntactical error. Why? You are not following the rules. Point number one. Now, runtime error. Now, just now I asked you one simple question. What was that? S1 of 9. You will get a runtime error. Why is a runtime error? Because system will not be able to fetch that value. So S1 of 8 is up to 8 only I can fetch. Up to 8 only I can fetch. So if you are asking me the ninth value means the index which is not available. Hope you are getting my point. So the index which is not available. So you are asking me to fetch a value, where which is not available. The system will not understand what to do. Then it will throw a runtime error. దాన్ని మనం ఎక్సెప్షన్ అని కూడా అంటాం. ఏమంటాము? ఎక్సెప్షన్ అని కూడా అంటాం. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్? Okay. Now, what is logical error? Logical error means, for example, S1 of 8, it will give you small y. Now, actually, you were thinking that I will get a capital Y. Just example I'm saying. Means, whatever output you are getting, it will be a wrong output. It will be a wrong output. As it is a wrong output, as it is a wrong output, as it is a wrong output, we call it as a logical error. We call it as a logical error. Understanding my point? Now understood three types of errors. When you'll get syntax errors, when you don't follow the rules and regulations of the program. When you'll get the runtime errors, when the system does not understand what to do, what to give. Okay. Third one, logical error. What is logical error? The error which will be saying that it will be giving you the output, of course, but that output is not matching with your expectation. Yes or no? So that is logical error. Understanding my point? So these three types of errors you have to be careful with. So which is the most dangerous error out of these three? Logical error is most dangerous. Why? Syntax error, somehow it will give message. Runtime error, it will give message. But what about logical error? It will not give you any message, but the output is wrong. Output is wrong. So your use case will be failed. Yes? Am I clear with my three errors? Yes or no? So what you have to be careful with? Logical errors. Right? Okay. So logical errors will come when your logics are wrong. When your logics are wrong. Just now I did that only. That's a clear case of logical error. Why? When I was thinking of first element, what I was doing? I was saying len of s1 of minus 1. So actually it is giving me the last element. I expected first element, but it gave me the last element. As it is giving the last element, what it is? It is a logical error. System understood the logic and it gave, but the logic is wrong. Hope my point is clear. Okay. So mistake need to use this ఇది అన్నమాట. Getting my point? Yes? Okay. Now this is the way that you can access the single value from the str. Single value from the str. So you can use negative index, you can use positive index, no problem. But I recommend you to use positive indexing most of the time because it will not be confusing you. ఓకే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి పాజిటివ్ ఇండెక్సింగ్ ఇంకా తప్పదు అన్నప్పుడు నెగిటివ్ ఇండెక్సింగ్ కి వీ క్యాన్ గో ఫర్ ఓకే రైట్ నౌ we need to access multiple elements. We need to access what? Multiple elements. We need to access which elements? Multiple elements. It is also known as slicing. It is also known as what? Slicing. Slicing. So a cake will be there, so we'll take a slice. Slicing means we are taking some part of the str. Some part of the str. Is that clear? So what we are going to do now? Slicing. So ఈ slicing కి ఏం syntax వాడతాం సార్? So the syntax is going to be str name start index colon end index. End index will be exclusive. Remember this. Index will be exclusive. And here we are going to give the step. I'm telling you once again, if you understand str, list, tuple, okay, so not range is a little bit different. Numpy, pandas, you will easily understand. ఇది అర్థమైంది అంటే అవి ఈజీ అయిపోతాయి అన్నమాట. ఇది ఒక్కటి అర్థమైతే సరిపోతుంది. Is that clear? Okay. So str name, what you are doing here? You are giving the start index, you are giving the end index, and you are giving the step. Yes? Am I crystal clear? Okay. Sir, what is your common sense saying? Common sense is saying that we will start at a point, we will end at a point, and we'll go step by step or any other way. Common sense is saying that only, no? And what is this exclusive, sir? Then exclusive means I am not including that end index value. I'm not including that end index value. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Example will make us very clear. Okay. Now we will go for the example. So now we will go with the current events. S1 is equal to ఎవరికైనా అనిపించిందా ఇది? అనిపించింది ఎవరికైనా? ఇంకెవరు మేమ్స్ ఎవరు చేయలే, నేనే చేయాలేమో అయితే. సో డొనాల్డ్ ట్రంప్ వర్సెస్ అతడు మూవీ. అతడు మూవీ ఆల్సో దట్ విల్ బి దేర్ నో. గుర్తుందా మీకు అతడు సినిమా? మీరు చిన్న ఉన్నప్పుడు వచ్చింది. 2006 2004. ఓకే. సో అతడు మూవీలో కూడా సమ్ గన్ జస్ట్ టైం పాస్ కి షార్ట్ చేయంట. సో అట్లా అనిపించింది నాకు కూడా. ఫైన్. ఓకే, నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ బిగ్ స్ట్రింగ్. ఎస్ ఆర్? ఓకే, ఎంత పెద్ద స్ట్రింగ్ అయినా మనము ఇండెక్సింగ్ చేయక తప్పదు. బికాస్ ఫర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ దట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. నో? ఓకే. సో డిఓ ఈ దెబ్బతో ఆయనే ప్రెసిడెంట్ అవుతాడు మళ్ళీ. ఈసారి ఈయన ప్రెసిడెంట్ అయితే ఇండియాకి మంచిదే. బికాస్ ఈజ్ ఎ గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఆఫ్ మోడీ. ఓకే, సరిపోతుంది ఇది. ఓకే, స్పేస్. I'll write it down. Right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I missed it. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Right? Okay. Now, so I may be wrong in spacing, no problem. Understand the concept, that is important. Now start index. So I want to start at 7. I want to start at 7 and I want to go on up to 12. Okay, up to 12 with a step 1. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to start from 7, go on up to 12 and end at I'm sorry, go with a step of 1. What exactly happens here? Where it started? 7. So T will be given. Now what I told you here, end index is exclusive. Exclusive means what, you know? You keep a gate here. You keep a gate. Stop here. Stop there. Right? So don't go to 12. So 12 also exclusive. No, 12 is exclusive. Like you video cutting you do no nowadays. So same. So I don't want that part. I want before 12 only. That is why exclusive I said. That is why I said exclusive. Hope you are understanding my point. Yes. So 12 is not included. 12 is excluded. So from 12 I don't want. So before 12 only I want. But where I started? I started at 7. So 7 included. Then plus 1. Plus 1 in the sense I will say plus 1. Step no. Step one step ahead. Only one step ahead. So what is the next step? 8. Very good. Next plus 1. So 12 get పెట్టేశారు ఇంకా అది వదిలేసే. Plus 1. What happens? U. Plus 1. M. Plus 1. What is the answer? Drop. Clear? Now get me Donald. So TRUMP. Now get me Donald. S1 of 0, 0, 6. Why sir 6? Because I want to put a gate. I want to put a gate. So 6 colon 1. Understanding? Okay, get me movie. S1 of 23. 28, no problem, you can keep. So there it will not be a problem. Why? Because so you are keeping a gate here, right? So 29 by 2, 30 by 2, it doesn't matter because it does not have to fetch that value, no? Getting my point or not? So it is not a syntax error, it is not a runtime error, or it will not give you any logical error also. నువ్వు ఎంతనా పెట్టుకో ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. Is that understood? So 23, 28, and 1. Okay. Now I hope start and end are clear for you. So step means one step ahead I am saying. Okay. Now, for example, if I am saying S1 3 colon 15 colon 2, it will go two step ahead. It will go two step ahead. Etla sir? First A వస్తుంది. First 3 వచ్చేస్తుంది. So 3 ఏంటి? A. A is confirmed because start index is inclusive. End index is exclusive. A తర్వాత +2 అన్నాం. +2 అంటే ఎవరు వస్తారు? D వస్తుంది. తర్వాత +2 అన్నాం. T వస్తుంది. +2 గేట్ ఎక్కడ పడింది? 15 దగ్గర పడింది. 15 కి ముందు, 15 తర్వాత కాదు. 15 is exclusive. So don't include that. Is this clear? పక్కా? Sure. Okay. So T తర్వాత U తర్వాత V. Sure. Space will come or not? Space will come. So generally ఏంటి 3 5 అంతేనా 7 9 11 13. Okay, I'll tell you one more way also for your clear understanding. ఎక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అయిందమ్మా 3 స్టెప్ తీసుకోండి. సో +2 how much? +2 ఇంకొక వే ఇంకా అర్థం కావడానికి 7 +2 how much? +2 how much? +2 how much? +2 how much? 15 including or excluding? 15 వచ్చిందండి ఇంకా ఎక్స్క్లూడ్ చేసేయడం. సో ఏమేమి క్యారెక్టర్స్ పడాలి ఇప్పుడు మనకి 3 5 7 9 11 13. It is as simple as that. Is that clear? కానీ ఇక్కడ కేర్ఫుల్ ఎక్కడ ఉండాలంటే స్టెప్ దగ్గర. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ 15, 18, if we are writing 4, that range is going, no, so we will not get the expected output. సో అక్కడ కొంచెము తేడా వస్తుంది. అంటే మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాం, లూప్స్ అవి చేసినప్పుడు ఇట్లాంటివి మళ్ళీ చూస్తాం. am I clear? Okay. Now okay, will you one or two examples I will do. ట్రంప్ కావాలంటే ఎంత అన్నా నేను S1 of okay, S1 of 7 12 1, no? So S1 of 7 colon 12 colon 1. Yes. Okay. Sir, if I don't give 1, what happens, sir? If I don't give 1, what happens? If I don't give 1, it will be same because 1 is by default coming. 1 is by default coming. Understand? One example I'll show you. Other things you have to solve. Mari spoon feeding laga cheyanu. Okay. Now, for example, if I am not giving 12, what will happen? No. 7 to ending. 7 to ending. Ending వచ్చేస్తుంది automatic. అర్థమైందా? With a step of 1. With a step of 1. Understanding my point? Okay. Now common sense. Starting to ending. Starting to 12. Understanding my point? Yes. So Donald Trump versus Atadu movie, and then Trump over here. Yes. First one is also same. Clear now? Yes. Okay. Now one more common sense question. Now tell me. What happens? Everything will come. Everything will come because we did not provide anything. Yes. So 0, ending, 1, everything will be by default coming. So what it will be? It will be same as taking S1. S1 అన్న అంతే. డాట్ పెట్టినా అంతే. Okay. Now, here, you don't understood now? Okay. Now, what I am doing is I am giving you a task. I want the same outputs by using negative indexing. I want you to use negative index. This is your task. Completely task I am giving. Tomorrow we'll discuss. ఒకవేళ మీకు రాకపోయినా వచ్చినా we will discuss. Yes. సో మీకు కూడా కొంచెం పని ఉండాలి కదా. అండ్ పని అంటే గుర్తొచ్చింది. సో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టార్ట్ యూఐ ఫ్రమ్ నెక్స్ట్ వెన్స్డే. మండే అనుకున్నాం కానీ మండే ఐ డోంట్ నో బోనాలు అండ్ ఆల్ మేబీ ఐ విల్ బి బిజీ. సో చెప్పలేను అందుకనే ఇంకా మండే వద్దులే. వెనస్డే నుంచి వీల్ హ్యావ్ యూఐ క్లాసెస్. టైమింగ్ 12 o'clock is okay with you? 12 o'clock is okay? So continue ఉంటాయి మరి పర్లేదా? 11 to 12, 12 to 1 because that is totally different. అదంతా కన్నుల పండుగ అనమాట. యూఐ ఈజ్ లైక్ కన్నుల పండుగ. పెద్ద బ్రెయిన్ యూజ్ చేయాల్సిన పర్లేదు. ఓకే రైట్. సో 12 o'clock is fine ఎవ్రీవన్. ఒకటే స్ట్రెచ్లో అయిపోతుంది కదమ్మా ఈజీగా. మళ్ళీ మీరు వెయిట్ చేసి తింటారు కదంతా. ఇస్ ఇట్ ఓకే? వాట్ ఈస్ యర్ టాస్క్ ఫర్ టుమారో? Use negative indexing and do slicing. Slicing means? Slicing means? ఓకే. సాటర్డే రోజు చిన్న టెస్ట్ లాగా రాసుకుందామా? ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ఓకే ఓన్లీ. లేకపోతే మళ్ళీ బీటెక్ సార్ అట్లా అనుకోకండి. ఓకే. సో విల్ రైట్ ఎ స్మాల్ టెస్ట్. అంటే ఈ ఇప్పటివరకు జరిగిన క్లాసెస్లో ఒక చిన్న టెస్ట్ లాగా రాసుకుందాం. ఓకే. నాట్ హెవీ వన్. హెవీ వన్స్ ఇంకా ముందుకు వస్తాయి. ముందుకు ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ లూప్స్ అవి వచ్చిన తర్వాత హెవీ వన్స్ చేద్దాం. నా ఈ స్లైసింగ్లు ఇట్లాంటివి మనం చిన్న చిన్న క్వశ్చన్స్ రైట్. ఆర్ యు రెడీ? సాటర్డే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.